Hello, welcome real estate investors, and thank you so much for joining me on this day before Thanksgiving. What a great day it is here in Southern California. Just loving the weather. It's a little bit chilly, but that's always goes nice because when you're gonna go hunker down for the winter and eat some food, then being a little having a little colder is nice. Okay, so today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a video only post, so there's no accompanying blog post with this. It's video only. And if you haven't done so already, if you're on my YouTube channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. This helps you out. This helps me out. This helps the whole world out. It keeps the economy going and the world revolving around on its axis. So I really appreciate the love and support you guys provide. This is great. Already some good engagement, and we're just getting kicked off. Okay, what I'm going to cover in this video, I'm going to cover what markets I'm looking into because right now, at the end of 2023, the market's it's not super great. I mean, there's a lot of action biting on the 500 unit Class A type property. Private equity funds are in. Grant Cardone, that's what he's buying. He's almost got 5 billion assets under management. But there's also some small players that have a couple thousand doors. They're looking at some interesting markets, like Kansas City is one of them. Kansas City or Missouri side. There's a property on the Missouri side I'm looking at. So we're gonna go into that. Okay, all the locations I'm looking at. But while we have it rocking and going, we might as well just get into it and keep going. Kansas City, that's what we're looking at because there's this group that I've been following called Galvan Capital. They've got several thousand doors under management and several thousand, and they partner with a bunch of other people. They do, some storage units and stuff. And I don't know if I want to get into that, but this is just strictly multifamily. But they're buying in Kansas City. It's the number one rent growth market in the nation right now. So it's definitely an emerging market, and they just closed on a couple deals there, and they're raising a fund to invest more heavily in that area. So it doesn't take a genius to figure one out. I might as well look in that same market. And there's a couple deals that are interesting. There's one deal that's 59 units. That's right around 4 million. It's an interesting play. I have to run the numbers on that still, but that might work out. And so that's one market. Kansas City, on the Kansas City side or the Missouri side, either one. But Kansas City's top market to look into. It's one of the things I'm looking into. Next market is Alabama. Now, Baldwin County is a county that stretches from Mobile and it goes all the way east until about Orange, south and east to Orange Beach. So it's like the Cove, like the Gulf, Alabama, Mobile, and then this way. And so my sister lives in Lillian, which is down near that southeast part near Orange Beach. So she's in Baldwin County. It's the number one growing county in the U.S. right now. It was number 7 for a while, it jumped up to number 1. Now, this is what the local mortgage broker tells me, and I've been in the area a little bit. I'm not super familiar with the statistics of the area, but I definitely take their word for it, and that sounds great, right? So Mobile's a hot area. There's a couple properties really small that the numbers didn't work out in Mobile area on the market right now. And I'm looking at another northern part of Alabama, maybe near Montgomery. I don't know exactly where, but there's a package of properties up for sale. It's under contract. I wish I had the opportunity to buy about 424, and then there's a smaller group, about 56 or so units that's available as well. And so we'll see about running the numbers. I talked to the broker this morning, and it's looking pretty good. It's a USDA property, so you're restricted on your rent hikes and stuff like that, which is kind of a bummer. They can only make like $70,000 a year net operating income, which is not great, to be honest with you. But there's only, I think he said, $2 million loan that's assumable at like a 1% interest rate because it's USDA. So the numbers might work out just because the interest rate is so freaking amazing. And that's an interesting market to look into. So Baldwin County, Alabama. Next market is Lehi, Utah. So there's a $11 billion semiconductor plant by Texas Instrument. It's actually an expansion. They already have a semiconductor plant in Lehi, Utah, and they're just expanding onto it, doubling its size essentially. And that's going to create over 800 jobs in the local area. It's a strong area. Now, Lehi is just south, probably about 15 minutes from the center of Salt Lake City, Utah. So, Salt Lake City, a nice prominent area. There's some interesting developments going on there because if you have a development that big, it's going to bring a lot of jobs, 800 jobs. So that's qualified renters to rent in your area. So in your apartment building. So that's an interesting market that I'm looking into. There was a 57 million 175 units like in construction property that was mildly interesting. I don't know if I will bite that off because I don't necessarily want to be in the construction business right now, but you never know. I'll keep an eye on the developments there and see what happens. And then my last market, the fourth market, is Colorado. Now, Colorado is my home state. If anyone knows anything about my story, I was born and raised there, so I know the markets really well. I spent some time as an adult after college visiting friends and family there and living there for a little bit. So I'm somewhat familiar with the area. There's Cheeseman Park, which is a great place. We're looking at maybe picking up some property there. I just talked to my broker this morning about it, and something might come through, but we just started looking at that market. So, I don't have anything to say about it. I just know that it's probably a market that might skip this downturn. It's definitely not going to be suppressed as much just because of the high populace of people migrating from California and other places to be and live in Colorado. And so there's very strong developments that my broker was saying that there's some new big 400 unit developments going on downtown around Coors Field and stuff like that. And, who knows? There might be something interesting there. I have some connections and it's my hometown. So I might as well enjoy the fruits of working in the business where I could do it all around the country. And if I can find a market that's hot or that looks good, I definitely think there's unseen value, unrealized value in Colorado. So where in Colorado, I'm not sure specifically, but if you stay within probably a 45-minute to an hour drive around Denver, you're probably in pretty good spots. If you're within 30 minutes, you're even better. 20 minutes is probably the prime spot you want to be. Lakewood's a hot area. I don't know if any development's going on around there, but it's all good all around the Front Range corridor of the Rocky Mountains. So it's a beautiful place, and it's snowboarding right now. I was talking to one of the brokers this morning, and he's getting into snowboarding, which I love. I love snowboarding, born and raised snowboarding. So yeah, those are the markets I'm looking at: Kansas City, Alabama, Lehi, Utah, and Colorado. So hopefully this helps you if you're in the market looking for yourself, or if you want to invest alongside me, so you have an idea of where these properties will probably come from. I'm probably going to identify one more market to look into up until the end of the year, and then I'm just going to be hitting strong quarter 1 next year, looking at these markets, and I might find a couple other markets that are attractive. So stay tuned for more. And in the meantime, happy apartment hunting. Your multifamily real estate investment expert, Connor Scott McCarl, out.